Well, hello again and welcome back to my kitchen. I'm going to share with y'all today a cake that, oh my goodness, I don't know how many times I've made. And I'm going to put a new little twist on it, but I'm going to tell you a little story behind it. My youngest grandson, Jordan, likes sweets, and he especially likes a cream cheese icing. So I had made this cake without the addition of the coconut and the bananas. I usually just make it plain with it has to have the pineapple. But anyway, I was holding him and I said, "Baby, Nana made you a cake." And I had it in the pan covered with foil, and when I lifted the foil up, he said, "Oh my God." And he got him some of the icing and licked it. Now, I don't like to hear people say, "Oh my God." I think that's slang. But that has kind of stuck at our house, and when they request this cake, they want the "oh my God" cake because of what Jordan said. But today I'm calling it the almost hummingbird cake because it's so quick and easy, and with the addition of the coconut and the banana, you add a few pecans, you have a totally different cake than the original. Now, I had shared this with Linda over at Linda's Pantry a long time ago when she made it. You can make it into cupcakes, in a regular, just a sheet cake pan like I'm going to use today. But I'm going to put a different little twist on it and put the coconut and banana in it. And I've done this before. It's delicious. And the thing is, it cooks in 20 to 25 minutes. You ice it while it's hot, and you have a dessert. Somebody can call and say, "I thought I'm a little ways away, about 15 minutes. I thought I'd stop by and have some coffee." Well, guess what? You can have a cake ready for them to have with their coffee when they get to your house. So I'm going to show you right quick how to mix it up and tell you what I'm putting in it as I go along. Now, in this bowl, I've got 2 cups of flour, 1½ cups of granulated sugar, a teaspoon of baking soda, and 1/2 of a teaspoon of salt. And I use the pink Himalayan salt. And I just use my Swedish dough hook and mix it by hand. I mean, it mixes so easily you don't have to get a mixer out and dirty it up. So I've got that in there, and I've got a few pecans in my Power Chef from Tupperware, and what I'm going to do is just go ahead and whiz them up. Just put a little bit in there for something different. I think I want them a little bit smaller. Let's see. That's right. Lay this aside. Okay, all there is to it, once you get your dry ingredients in the bowl, you add your 20-ounce can of crushed pineapple, juice and all. Put it into your dry ingredients and just stir it up. Now, this cake is wonderful just making it plain like this. But to me, adding the banana and the coconut just puts it over the top, and it gives it a very, very good likeness to a hummingbird cake. And back years ago, the hummingbird cake was the most popular cake on the Southern Living recipe site. Okay, I've got that mixed. I'm going to put, I just mashed 1 banana and it came up to 1/2 cup. And I'm going to put 1 cup of flake sweetened coconut. Let me wipe up my mess. I don't like mess. And then I'm just going to give that a good stir. See how easy it is? And it just comes together real quick. And you have a dessert that's yummy. And it's moist. I hope y'all will try it, because ever since the first one of these I ever had, I had a friend, I used to do home interior, and went to my mom and I went over to her house for a visit, and she served us this cake. That was back in about '86. Lord, that sounds like a long time ago. And I've been making it ever since. We really have enjoyed it. Now I have my 9x13 pan, and I use the word Pammed because I guess Pam was probably the first one that came out with a cooking spray. I don't know. But if you don't have cooking spray, you just need to grease your pan. But I always spray it with Pam, or this time it was Costco's Kirkland's food baking spray. And you just put your dough in there, easy peasy. My son called me today to give me some important information. He said that he thought people needed to know that the reason I can cook is because I cooked for him all those years, and he's living proof. He said it just keeps hanging around. So now you know. This is because I cooked for my boy. Okay, into the oven, 350. 20 to 25 minutes, and I'm going to say I've got the timer set for 25, and I'll bring you back when it's finished, and we'll make the quick and easy icing for it. Very easy. Now I'm going to bring this up close. Let me see if I can get it to focus. You know, I think that's doing backwards. I'm going to have to do something different. I'll take a snapshot of it and put it on there at some point in the video. How's that? I'll do that. You know, I decided that while the cake, it's got just a few more minutes, I'm going to go ahead and mix up the icing because I want it ready to put on it hot when I bring it out of the stove. Okay. So I have put in here my 1 stick of butter and 1 8-ounce package of cream cheese, and you want to leave it out for a pretty good little while so it'll get good and soft, and you can just mix it with a whisk, or like I'm using this Swedish dough hook. I've got a teaspoon of vanilla that I'm going to put in it, and I'll mix that around till I get it blended pretty good. And then I've got 3/4 of a cup of granulated sugar. Now most cake icings call for powdered sugar. You get ready to make a cake and oh phooey, you don't have any powdered sugar. Well, there's a remedy. Make this one. It's made with granulated sugar, and it tastes just as well, just as good, just as the one that's got the powdered sugar in it. So just mix that around real good and let it all get married together and smooth. Doesn't take much, and you've got it all ready and waiting. Okay, when the cake comes out, we'll put this on it while it's hot, and you kind of have to work it around because it starts melting, but y'all, it's so good. So I'm going to wait just a few more minutes, then I'll be right back and show you that beautiful cake. And I'll probably get me a little bite of it and let y'all see how I enjoy it. While I'm waiting for the cake to come out, I'll give y'all a little bonus tip. Now, some of you probably know this, but some of you probably don't. I like to marinate cucumbers in vinegar in the summer, just in vinegar, and it's 2 parts vinegar, 1 part water, and I chop a sweet onion up in it, and I'll put a little bit of salt, onion and garlic powder, and that's to taste. I don't know how to tell you how much. I just add it, dip a cucumber in it. But a long time ago, my cousin showed me this. I didn't know it. If you want your cucumbers to be pretty and scalloped looking, don't peel them, but just take your cucumber and run a fork down it all the way around, like this. And then when you slice them, they look like they're kind of scalloped with the dark and the light showing. See? The dark and the light where you've scraped some of the green off. I just think they're cute as can be. So I just slice them up, and your vinegar mixture will keep for several days. You just keep adding some more cucumber to it when you've eaten all that's in there. If I'm going to eat it quickly and not going to reuse it, sometimes I'll add a little bit of Italian dressing to it. But basically it's just onion and cucumbers and the vinegar and water mixture with black pepper and salt, onion and garlic powder. Y'all need to try that. That's a good little side dish for the summer. Well, anymore you can get cucumbers year round. I was growing up, we looked forward to Daddy having his little garden in the summer because he would grow us some cucumbers. But anyhow, I just wanted to share that with y'all while we're waiting. It's just about time to get that cake out. But see, you got a bonus tip today. Thank you for watching. Be sure you come back. We'll have some more. Okay guys, the cake is out of the oven. 25 minutes, light brown, and steaming hot. So I'm going to put the icing on it right quick. This is just easy. There's no excuse for y'all to not have a dessert for your family. This is easy. I just put a blob here and there, and then I smooth it out. Because it's really hard to scoot it around on here if you got it all in one spot, because it keeps melting on you. And I try to put it all the way to the edge. See, it's just good if you have your icing. And if you have a company call you Unexpected, just pop your stuff in the microwave if you're not against microwaves long enough to soften it, and you can make your icing just like we did. Now I put this out to soften earlier today because I knew I was going to be making it. Hard to get it on there. It keeps melting in the spots I don't want it to melt in yet. Okay, let me show you. Isn't that pretty? I just love it. Now I'm only going to put pecans. No, I'm not. Most of my people that come don't like them, but I'm going to put them all over it because I just think it makes it look pretty. And you don't have to do the pecans, but it makes it appealing as far as I'm concerned. I like it. Okay, there's the hummingbird cake, and I will get a close-up shot of the recipe to show you at some point in the video. I'll stick it in. And thank y'all so much for coming by and watching. I just like having everybody in my kitchen because I have somebody to talk to. Y'all come back again. I've got some more good recipes coming up, and I might have a little bonus something tucked into the named recipe, and one day y'all will be just smart as I am, and that's not saying much.